Vina Masas magsugod karong January 9 until January 18 ang Tras Lasiones, January 17 till the 18th ang Bisperas. Mao kani ang atong fluvial parade, reenactment, solemn foot procession and traditional sinulog January 18. And of course, ang atong feast day is on January 19.
Señor, 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 Suduna sa Sinulog, kitang alam, Señor, Suduna sa Sinulog, kitang alam, Señor, January 17th to the 18th ang Bisperas. Okay din ang atong fluvial parade, reenactment, solemn foot procession and traditional January 18th. And of course, ang atong feast day is on January 19th. Señor, 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 Suduna sa Sinulog, kitang alam.
105.1 TMC Pit Senyor. Gamay na lang, pipila na lang kaadlaw. What's may pinaka-exciting part sa inyo sa Sinulog? Ha? I'd like to know that. Text me 0999-887-6070. Or pwede ka mo join sa among YouTube channel at Tops Media Center. Join us in the chats. Kani ang Power Spoons. On and on. 105.1 TMC, the best of us. Come on!
TMC. Sinulog. Kamay na lang, pipila na ng kataw. Yung exciting part sa inyo ang Sinulog. I'd like to know that. 100999-887-6070. Pwede ka ma-join sa akong YouTube channel.
Mga ginausa sa mga kamatauran sa kinabuhi. It just goes on and on and on and on. Hey, don't forget 0999-887-6070. Our YouTube channel is now up and running. Join us at Tops Media Center. Mag-istorya ita. My name is Jiggy Juice, the DJ formerly known as Jiggy Jr. Now I'm called Jiggy Juice on 105.1 TMC. Till further notice.
Check it.
Yeah, I'd like to know. Let me know, okay? On 105.1 TMC, the best of us.
Sa'yo sa buntag ni mata ko para school ligodaan toothbrush aron inon ko og football. Igit sa ang basura mura og si Jordan Poole ang vibes kay baby padulong sa Istanbul pang international lang ihatag nga para sa inyo ha. Gabi ka kusog ambak-ambak na sunata mga granada nga giplaster sa akong bulsa pampay kwarta wala pay pala ang bitaka samtang lakaw-lakaw while listening to a song nitingog ang tiyan huy wa pa koy kaon why kalimutan nga nagbound ko og footlong sugat og buang ana siya life goes on each and every day life goes on no matter what you say life goes on each and every day life goes on no matter what you say on and on, yeah, listen to my soundtrack. Rapping like the GOAT by the name of Harry Mack. Never fell alone when I'm hanging in my zone. Tryna break my ears with the banging of my headphones. Lugar lang, dirirak ko sa eskwelahan. Ano man, sa lugar nga dagay kong nakatonan. Tagay na naman, doon mawala na ang buwan. Wala po San Miguel bir para dagko og tiyan. Bounce pinalagi kailangan na mo go home. I can feel my legs, man, I'm so stoned. Gipugos ug mata, ang mata nga buwa patay ko ani. Bagsakan ko ni mama, kaagi og tindahan ni palit ko og fresh licha kadyo. Ako utok i-refresh, nevertheless nalinga ko I'm impressed. She says some business test, dili angay ma-depressed. Despite being stressed, impressed, always do your best. Look on the bright side, man, lift up your chest. When you're morning the night, or your night the morning. Dark days may come, but there will be a silver lining. Job goes on and on, the sun is shining. Everybody turning up, everyone is smiling. Raise your drinks up high, cause we fucking celebrating. Raise your hands up high, yeah, we fucking elevating. Life goes on each and every day. Life goes on, no matter what you say. Life goes on each and every day. Life goes on, no matter what you say. Life goes on and on, but die on and on. Life goes on and on, but die on and on. Life is special and life is gold. Dili angay magdali, steady lang ang soul. Saying classic on the road, you gotta get your own. The rappers I'm speaking, you gotta make king. Still in the making, but in my mind sing. Doing my fucking missions is the life that I envision. Di ko lang day by day like it's a fucking celebration in relation. Never get too hard on yourself, you need to let it go. And just let life flow, free the spirit. Pero bukni lang og limit. Laos na sa bato para walay dagang storya. Pawag realidad, gamit ang sensibilya. Inom na yun ng tubig, ako puto kay chill na. Si puto na kong earphones, ready na mo hinga. Showing in my mind, gipiyong ang mata. Luwai ang barahan, ya itindag ang kadina. Gagang mong tanan sa life kong natural. I'm a different breed, lahi ko na animal. Sweet like Eminem, you can call me Marshall. Personal, original, God is immortal. Life goes on each and every day. Life goes on.
Bro, but that was wrong, bro.
That was wrong, right? Ay bada sa ilusyon, ikaw rin ba't yun sa imuhang emosyon? Ay bada sa ilusyon, ikaw rin ba't yun sa imuhang emosyon? Bada yun.
Bro, it's a hot.
See? Iyang i-reimagine ang classic. Ikan ni Rick Sigreto, Don't Know What to Do. Ang ato ang takna karon 10 minutos nang nilabay sa alas 10. We have the latest weather report in Cebu. Expect partly cloudy skies karong buntaga, followed by rain and thunderstorms in the afternoon, and mostly cloudy skies. Karong gabi, temperatures will peak at 30 degrees centigrade, dropping at 25 degrees centigrade at night. With humidity of 79%, currently the weather features partly cloudy skies with winds coming from northwest at 7 kilometers per hour, and there is a 90% chance of rain karong buntaga. That's the latest weather report, weather update. Aniya kitay schedule sa ang atong 460th Fiesta Senior schedule of religious activities. We're gonna break it down to you one by one. Magsugod man ni karong Thursday, January 9 ang ato ang mga misa. In fact, let me tell you the schedule. Ang atong schedule sa karong Thursday, January 9. Okay? Hold on. Give me a second. Let me just prepare. By the way, maing bungkag ni Budia Kanapatis 1997. Top of the morning to you. Very excited ni Kanapatis kay duha na lang kuno ka semana. Sinulog na pud. Ang atong schedule karong January 9, Thursday, penitential walk with Jesus ang alas 4 sa Kabuntagon karong January 9. And ang atong opening salvo sa atong mga misa sa Santo Niño, alas 5, alas 7 po na apoy binisaya nga misa, alas 8:30, in English ni siya. Alas 10, Cebuano. 11:30 is Cebuano, 1 p.m. English, 2:30 p.m. Cebuano, 4 p.m. Cebuano, alas 5:30. Ang atong misa sa hapon is in English at 7 p.m. is also in English. Mo kana ang schedule of masses karong Thursday, January 9. We will have a series of masses. Ang tunana sa Fiesta sa pitsa 16 ni siya. Ang ato ang mga misa from January 10 to January 16. Okay na itong schedule activities. Hangtod sa January 19, which is the Fiesta Day on Sunday. Ang ato ang takna karon, 13 minutos nang nilabay.
Nilabay sa alas 9. Happy New Year! Sir!
Morning, G-Juice.
How's your New Year?
Okay. It was cool. Very cool one.
May ganito rin ba? Kaning
Yes.
napiki may nunod rin sa dili tani anak
Yes, dili. Mo na mo nangyari ko ron. To begin with, okay, sorry. Apologize for the
Okay.
I think I sent you a picture in this messenger. Ano siya? This was a chick. Sa'yo ko siya. So, ako nag-delete yung price.
Mapanikaw iyang buko.
Doesn't really show the name of the But anyway, sige lang. This is the financial which makes you let off to the account. So, anyway.
Ang problema ni ba actually is not the motorization, it's just kaning occupy so much space ba? Kaya po dili ba ni mabaylo dito? Pero dito ana man dili man.
Huh?
Why is the other room slanted and the other one isn't?
No, actually, slanted na siya, no? But,
Walang
kanang, ingamagod akong installer na kunot na siya. Okay, kaning manual magud has a very small tube. So if you do it motorized, it has a bigger tube, so it can hold this weight. So I realized better na sige motorized. But we will definitely put a side track here.
Okay. Wala pa na butangi.
Wala pa mabutangi.
Okay.
Anong ngayon ko sa ganipon pag-install? No, but ang motorized jeep ba, we have to discuss it with the electrician, ha? Na naa diri.
Wala kaso.
Kay tulutsan mo na siya wiring.
Di ba naman may kasi sorry ko bilisod.
Ari sa sud.
Klaro plug sa.
At dali sa phone. Kani mukha kami diri magana.
Pwede na sa.
Pwede sa padagana lang naman diri. Okay. Di ba phone?
Pwede na mabuslot ba?
Pero
Dagham tag plug, dagham tag wiring
pwede
diri.
na phone.
Pwede na.
Punta na to cover. Pero ako na lang i-add ang cost. Ano
Sige.
siya labot, ha? To cover ba sa wiring rig, dira kang ka-wiring. What? Sige. So kani, pull out ang uniform, no?
Wala to yun.
Pull out na mo kay reassemble na lang for motor. Pero kani, yeah. Ako na uniform, no? Okay. So, motorized. Ito sa manual. Okay. Sige. Okay na, Jake. So, paano na pull out na mo ni? What time in the morning ang report? Dili kayo sa
Wala man. Okay naman na. Okay. Wala yung problema.
Okay. Side track na lang, side track na lang.
Nalipay lang ikaw, wala na suwaw.
Oo, sige. Ako pala yung miskin. Ha?
Kuan lang. Dugay lang sa ato na yung
Basti mo sa aking batin. Diba? Isang masulat ang jiggy.
Usa lang kasi, usa lang ka.
Okay lang. Makasin ka.
Before ka malakaw, di mo usik mo pag aray dali.
Asa mo ko?
Biya ka. Okay, mulisod doon na. May space pa nga, parang nakuha
Oh, nakuha tinon. Magta ko ni Paul.
One 105.1 TMC ang pagkuwat.
Monas usahay ang pinakalisod buhaton sa. Mas may pag kaning naibuhaton nga lisod kaysa maghuwat ka niya uway buhaton. Ang atong takna karon 18 minutos nang nilabay sa alas 9. Today is the first Monday of the year 2025. I'm your host. My name is Jiggy Juice, and you're listening to Top of the Morning. We have a special guest here live in the studios. We have Mr. Dan Climaco of Curtains Unlimited. May bungkag ni mo diya, Dan.
May bungkag, Jiggy.
Kamusta naman ka diya, Dan?
Okay lang.
So, tingin ko na ko, Dan. How was your New Year? Tell me all about your New Year. How did you celebrate New Year? Tell me all about it. Go ahead,
I
sir.
celebrated somewhere in the Scandinavian country.
Wow, in Scandinavia. Asa napita?
Norway and Finland.
Norway. Oh my God. Mo man siya siguro ang if I'm not mistaken, one of the happiest places in the planet, right? In Earth, right?
Correct.
In the world.
correct. That's what the tour guide claimed.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I just saw a documentary about it. Tell me about it. Like, ngano ka? Why do you think they're the happiest people in the world? What contributes based on the number of how many days were you there?
I was there for 10 days.
10 days. So I'm sure you had a good idea. Nganong malipayon ka niya kaning mga Norwegians? Ngano ka?
Oh, I also asked that question myself, and my answer actually related to that book, Nature Fix.
Okay. Nature Fix. Okay.
Because I believe the country has so much forest or open spaces and less populated.
Okay.
So I guess that contributes to their being happy.
Being happy.
Yes.
What do you mean? What does that mean? How does the Norwegian define happy? Kaya kanang happy mo nga word medyo murag nebulous kay na nga word, diba? Wala kay ba unsaon gyud nila pag define ang happiness? Unsaon man nila pag define sa happiness? Nabi sila yung mga yardstick, mga measures of happiness. Unsa man ilang mga pagsukod anang mga butanga?
Well, that's a question that we have to ask the survey
Okay.
people, no? But my
But based on your
my experience,
on your engagement with them ba kay kanang magong mga measures kuan man na siya kaning naman na yung mga measures kibaw man ta kanang healthcare, for example,
criminality,
right? Peace and order, di ba? Sakto ka criminality, peace and order, healthcare, kaning cost of living, di ba?
Correct.
And all of that stuff. So mo na siya ang mga gisokod nila to measure how happy Norwegians are or anybody in the world for that
Finnish
matter,
people,
mga
yeah.
Finnish people. But sa imuhang engagement dito, unsa may imong naobserbaran nga dili masud sa survey?
Okay, so I think they have a very good healthcare system also.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
That even if your wife is still pregnant, before they give birth, you get a box of goodies.
Yeah, okay.
For the child to have enough
Yeah,
for the first 3 months.
Yeah.
So imagine that. If we imagine that, how rich they are and how supportive they are for healthcare. And the school system also
Okay.
is very good.
Okay.
Which
The education system, right?
yes, they are free. So
Free. Is this from preschool all the way to college or asa man kutob ang free nga education dito?
That I'm not so
Okay,
sure
okay,
about
okay.
it, but
All right.
it's quite substantial that
Okay.
it could lessen their stresses in life.
And how about their so unsa ilang gitawag na to daily habits? Unsa may nakita nimo? Do they have a kay kana manggong nasod gud usahay gud na sila yung murag characteristic of dealing with the world, na sila yung mura og how do you call that? Mura og a kind of mechanism ba nga common sa ilahang mga tao. Kay mo man na usually kanang kalipay man gud mura man ganing gikan man na sa atong how we look at the world, di ba?
cultural,
Okay.
I think, of
sa culture and sa traditions and all of that stuff. Did you observe anything about a Finnish person nga nakaingon ka nga lahi sa siyang pananaw sa kalibutan da?
Probably I didn't have enough time to
Okay,
do that.
okay.
Yeah, but my question in my mind was like, oh, if they are timid, they claim they are timid.
Timid. Okay,
Oo.
okay.
Because I think different yun siya kung i-compare mo sa Spanish or Italian people. Lahi sila, kanang cold sila.
Cold.
Oh.
Dili sila pareha ng mga Amerikano nga, hello, good
Yeah,
morning.
yeah, yeah.
Kanang murag medyo very happy and very kaning vocal, di ba?
In fact, there's a joke like during pandemic na di ba the World Health Organization declared that there should be a 1.5 distance from each other.
Yeah. 1.5 meters distance.
1.5 meters distant from
Okay,
each other.
okay.
And then the Finnish people or the Norwegian people goes, oh, where's the 0.5? We lost the 0.5 because we already have a distance of 2 meters from each other. So I was just also like, so they're not the type. They also
So
like,
medyo aloof sila, aloof? Would you say that?
they just have a problem
Okay.
of interacting with people because there's so few in a vast land.
Yeah. There's more sheep kuno. Is that New Zealand or
More
is
reindeer than people.
Oh my god.
Sana all.
My god, really? That's interesting. How about there? I'm curious because I read this somewhere nga dili kuno ka ang inequity kuno dito sa Norway kuno in other Nordic areas. Dili kuno kayo layo ang diferensya sa dato ug sa pobre dito.
Correct.
In fact people kuno in the Nordic regions frown upon wealth or overabundance of wealth. Kana bitaw moingon sila nga why do you have too many cars? Ana bitaw like is that true? Did you observe that nga medyo ang ilang pananaw sa kadato dili bitaw in terms of material things? Did you notice that about them or no?
But I don't know if this is a good relation to that because I went to a place where it's just a small resort, like capacity of 14. And you know what, Jiggy? There were 2 women running it, very young women.
Okay.
So you could just imagine that, she was serving dinner at the same time she was chopping the logs.
Okay.
For the
Wow, okay.
So I go, oh, this is a kind of nice also.
Okay.
Nice idea, a nice the way of living. That they don't need much people.
Okay.
Because they can really survive.
Okay,
even
so
in
they
the
serve
coldness.
dinner and they also chop the log.
Yes.
So unsa man dugay kang serbisyo unsa madali ra na- did your food arrive? Wa sila yung mga chef, mga cook na?
Oh, I'm presuming nasa nag-prepare sa
Okay,
food. But what I
okay.
was trying to say is, I just only saw 2 people. But the other woman was like chopping the log and
So nangunay gud sila,
nangunay good.
Nangunay gud sila, okay.
To think bata pat sila.
Okay.
25 years old.
Okay. So maybe they don't mind doing the heavy lifting. Maybe
Yes.
that's what you're saying. Kay kita dari murag medyo
Naanad ta sa-
dili mo taganahan nga magtadtad og kahoy
Correct.
or manilhig.
Correct.
Maybe you know what I mean? Like maybe we want to hire people for that. Maybe we want let's say a janitor for that, right? So maybe that could be an insight. What else are the more interesting things about Finnish life nga you noticed? In case you're wondering what we're talking about, top of the morning, I'm your host. My name is Jiggy Juice. Right in front of me is Dan Klimko. He's actually fixing our curtains. We already have the curtains, but they're just some minor adjustments. But we're here to talk about Dan's New Year because he was spending it in 2 of the Scandinavian countries in the Nordic region, which was Norway and Finland. So tell me about other observations you noticed about people in the area, in the region.
Well, I learned this from the tour guide that in comparison to other countries, they actually don't live in condominiums.
Okay.
So they have, they have houses. He showed me like
Mga single detached, good.
yes,
or
yes.
duplex, unsa man?
Because there's so much space.
Okay.
There's so much land.
Okay.
So he said these tall buildings, wala na tao. Only
Okay.
offices na.
Okay.
Unlike other like in Cebu, like kana kay buildings, diba? It's occupied.
Okay.
So I think that's one
Okay.
point also na
Did you notice nga ang ilahang unsa man kaning ilang mga sakyanan dito, mga luxurious cars or kaning
No,
just
no.
average kaning cars? How many cars usually did you notice each household had?
I I didn't have the chance to observe that, but these countries are very much they have more electric car sales.
Electric cars,
Yes,
okay,
because
okay.
they're so conscious about.
Okay. How about bicycles? Do they travel in bicycles in Norway and Finland?
I think they do, but in summer.
Okay.
Not in winter.
Ah, so you were there in the dead of winter.
Yes. A -6.
Wow.
Or
wow.
-3 on daily basis.
And nangutana ko nimo earlier about ilahang way of looking at the world. 'Cause one of the things that I saw manggod in the documentary is that one of the common traits kuno of somebody who lives in the Nordic regions, especially in Norway. Okay, this is about Norway. Ila kuno ang grabe kuno ilang resilience kuno ba? They actually have an equivalent in Norwegian in Finnish or Norwegian ang ilang language the word a word for being resilient. I don't know if you noticed that about them and how resilient they are as a people.
Well, I think if you have a lot of people who ride bikes, that shows resilience.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people who are under the under the snow.
Okay.
And they're still working.
Yeah. Kanang Norway and Finland, they're neighboring countries.
There's Norway, Sweden, and Finland.
Okay, so how long did you take a flight to from Norway to Finland or?
Yes, I took a local flight.
Okay.
Yeah,
How long was the flight?
about 3 hours.
Oh, 3 hours sa lele sa gid eh. Mura sa dug maybe Hong Kong, right?
Ana. Oh.
Ana, okay. So ang imuhang trip dito Dan 5 days in Finland, 5 days in Norway and so on.
About that.
Okay, okay. Di ba kanang sauna ang imbento
Yes,
na mga Finnish man, di ba? Tell me about their relationship with sauna. And does each house in Finland have like a kind of sauna?
Actually, I was surprised at the fourth hotel we stayed.
Okay.
The banyo had a sauna next to it. So there's another door for the banyo. There's another door for your personal sauna.
Okay, okay.
So yes, some resorts have saunas good because of the cold winter.
Okay. Okay. So daghag sauna dito.
Yes.
Yeah, inyuhang nabantayan ang mga balay dito na ay mga sauna pod.
That I cannot conclude, but I'm
But
sure.
did you stay in a hotel or an Airbnb?
No, hotel.
So how was their
Some of the hotels, that's why, ingon ko nga, naibanyo na mo nga sa hotel,
Okay.
na sauna.
Okay.
Imong personal.
Okay. So every hotel room, at least some of the hotel rooms,
Some of the hotel
where
rooms.
you stayed in had a
Yeah.
sauna. Very interesting. Ang atong takna karon 30 minutos nang nilabay sa alas 9. You're still listening to Top of the Morning. I'm your host. My name is Jiggy Juice. We have Dan Climaco of Curtains Unlimited live in the studios of 105.1 TMC. You know what? Let's go back to Cebu. Dan, pita size na karon sa January, gamay na kuwang sinulog na. Ikaw Dan, are you the type that celebrates and goes out during the Sinulog? And tell me about what you're most looking forward to sa Sinulog 2025. Go ahead.
But I think I'm the most opposite person you would ask.
Okay.
Ask that question.
Okay.
Because after all the Sinulog experience, if during Sinulog weekends, I go out of town.
Okay.
Yes.
Like,
Like some island in Cebu.
yeah.
Yeah.
So magpalayo ka sa mga tao.
Yes. Because
But how do you feel about Sinulog 2025 nga gibalhin na diri nato sa atong original venue? Because before dito mo to sa SRP. I don't know if you noticed that. In fact, for 2 years we were in SRP. Gibalhin na nato karon sa Cebu City Sports Center. Ani ang ruta nato pareha sa atong niandan. I'm sure during your
heydays, younger days.
heydays. I don't want to say younger days because you're still young, but during your heydays, kaning I'm sure you're able to celebrate it kanang sa Mango Avenue, sa kaning sa Capitol and all of that stuff.
Baseline.
Yeah, how do you feel about the return of Sinulog back to its original venue back home?
I think it's more classic to have that kind of route.
Okay.
For me.
Okay.
So it murag kung siya ba original jud kay but as long as the government can handle all the the crowd,
Okay.
parking and the alcohol. Okay good siya, mas nindot siya
Okay.
para nako.
Unsa may tan-aw nimo nga nag-ingon sila nga nako no medyo their terminology is murag curfew kuno sa alcohol. Murag nag-ingon sila nga in public areas you cannot drink until starting at 10 p.m. You know, part man good of the celebration of the Sinulog. It is not just a religious event, but it is also a kind of fiesta, di ba?
Mardi Gras.
A Mardi Gras, di ba? Those are two things nga we have to be aware of. Although it is possible to combine them both, but sometimes magud ang atong secular way of celebrating is not necessarily in keeping with religious celebration, di ba? Kaya kanang Sinulog, namin ginay sayaw. In fact, na way of dancing sa Sinulog, di ba? So how do you feel about that, Dan? Nga ang ato ang Sinulog, na ay curfew ang alcohol, like beverages, alas 10 sa gabi pa ka mosugod o ginom in public spaces. How do you feel about that? Not that you're a drinker or anything like that. I'm just saying, how do you feel about that in the macro sense?
But I think, economically speaking, it's good because we don't want to shut also the sales of the restaurants and all the bars.
Okay.
But I like that there's also a limitation because one time I was in Juan Osmeña.
Okay.
People were so drunk. And then, yes, at certain point, the cars were not allowed to go. But once the cars were allowed, people would climb on top of cars.
Okay.
So, I mean, you know.
Ano ka na sa? I'm wondering, but I'm curious why people want to get drunk silly during the Sinulog. I'm curious about that, di ba? Kaya nami ubang adlaw, di ba? Like you can do that any day of the year, right? You can celebrate it during, let's say, New Year perhaps. Yung ano mang yun nga sa Sinulog mag sila magwala. Do you understand? Nga di ko kasabot ba nga, you know, every weekend there's a club out there that is open and you can let your hair down as long as you have kaning naka-assigned driver, then okay ra ka, di ba? Pero nga ano man maghubog gid sila og kaning Sinulog. Unsa man imong analysis na
Akong take is because I think a lot of people really try to meet up or to be united amongst friends.
Okay.
Diba? And then have alcohol at the same time. So, but alcohol, an effect of alcohol is also like chaos. And like
so,
feeling free.
So, unsay pasabot nimo nga kaning panahona mo ni ang only time nga makahimamat sila mga amigo unsa man kay reunion, di ba? Mag-reunion man ta Pasko, New Year, di ba?
Yes, but somehow it's more family.
Okay.
It's not like
friends.
Barkada and friends who are more, who could be more rowdy with have alcohol.
Yeah,
Muna akong
that
thinking.
makes sense. Because you're right. Usually kanang Pasko ug New Year, it's like a family thing, right?
Yes.
So maybe after all of the family reunions
Affairs.
and the family affairs and the family this and the family that, finally there's a day for them to celebrate with their non-family members, their friends, right?
In fact, a lot of people come home from abroad to be with family and friends. Friends especially. Kuyog ta Sinulog, maglakaw ta.
Sakto ka dan.
Mag-inom ta.
Yeah.
Di ba? So
murag
muna akong
ikapoy na siguro sila, tanaw silang family members siguro, di ba?
Correct.
Right? Murag kapuya sila, sige lang ning magpariente na.
Correct.
So, kita na sa itong mga amigo na sad, di ba? You know, one of the things that I noticed that really bugged me, not too long ago, I went to one of the Sinulogs in the Mango Avenue area when it was still celebrated in its original location, dan ba? Niya paghuman, dito kong restaurant, akong nabantayan is, ang mga tao dito, gamay ra kaayo ang Bisaya, gamay ra kaayo ang kaning taga Cebu.
Local,
ang mga tao to magtinigaog, mag-Ilonggo. Saan naman dili naman ni taga Cebu ang naadiri sa Sinulog. I'm not saying it's a bad thing or it's a good thing. I'm just saying
that's a thing.
It's just a thing nga kind of the word is that bothered me. It's just ano man I was just wondering ano ka?
I feel like those locals
like
had
us
the same feeling
like us, right?
as me.
Okay.
Yes, because I've done it so many times
Okay.
when I was a lot younger.
Okay.
And these people, neighboring islands, would like to experience it, and here they are.
Okay, so the one experience the Sinulog.
Yes, but I feel like if you say, in terms of proportion, 1980 Sinulog local attendance compared to 2025.
Okay.
My God.
Gamay na lang siguro kayang
20% lang local siguro.
siguro, di ba? Gamay lang ang mga locals.
Correct.
Maybe Dan, you look like you had fun during your heydays. Tell me about the most fun you've ever had in a Sinulog.
That's a hard question, but I remember because I used to hang out in baseline.
Okay.
So there's like a baseline group.
Uh-huh.
So I remember during that time, maybe it's the second year or third year of Sinulog.
Okay, early 80s?
Yes.
Okay.
So you don't have to register. You can join as a group.
Oh, do you mean to dance?
Yeah, like we had a flag, we had a 501 flag because we wear 501 jeans.
Oh, okay. I remember. I remember the 501 Club. Tell me about it.
Okay, so that's a group where I was part of.
Okay.
And the uniform was like 501 jeans and
Okay.
a white shirt.
Okay.
And we just go with the parade.
Okay.
And then we had a flag.
Okay.
So it was nice. It was nice. And then some.
So ni-join mo sa parade.
Yes. Oh.
So wala mo na nayo.
Sayaw po.
So namoy ka ng drum and bugle corps. Nagsunod niyo wala.
Sabay na lang mi sa ilang
Sa silingan?
ilang
Okay.
drums,
Okay.
but
Okay.
nay alcohol.
Okay. so you were wearing 501 jeans and a white shirt, and you were part of the parade without even registering.
Yes, you don't have to.
Nagsabay-sabay lang mo sa parade.
Sabay-sabay lang.
Okay. O niya, paghuman, tell me more.
So the highlight was like Fuente Osmeña.
Inigtuyok niyo dito. Anong highlight
It
mo to?
seems like you see more locals there.
Okay.
See more locals na kailan mo nga nag-celebrate sa gyud sila.
Okay.
The way you are
Okay.
celebrating.
Okay.
Muna akong
Imong-
mahinumduman.
himduman, okay.
In fact, some of like women also converge there.
Okay.
Magbeso-beso or what have you. Og tagay-tagay.
Magkuhan,
Maghugaw sa naong.
Maghugaw sa naong, right?
But in a clean way.
Yeah. So that was a thing, right? Back then nga hugawan imo ang naong. What do they usually?
Kanang tambutso sa auto.
Dili na maoy buwag.
But that it happens.
Yeah, I know, but that's not the one that they originally used. Kaya murag medyo hugaw man.
Uling,
di ba? Uling or kanang pintal siguro murag kind of watercolor paint, di ba?
Later na katong niabli na ang National Bookstore.
So lingaw pa to, di ba? Lingaw pa to siya, di ba?
Yes, nice. Kahit.
Unya, how about the crowd? Daghan na butong kaayo ang crowd back in the day, back in the 80s?
No, I don't think it's that big compared
Okay.
karon.
Okay.
Lahi na gid ron. Grabe na gid. So it's really hard to control.
Okay. So you'll be one of those who won't be joining the festivities because you don't want the chaos, right?
Yes.
You don't want the crowds, especially in the area where Curtains Unlimited is, because I think daghan kayo mga party places diya.
Correct.
Kana lang sa crossroads ng daan, di ba?
Correct.
Sa kaning sa Mabolo na club diha.
Ayon.
Yeah, paghuman na sa BTC perhaps, and the streetscape and all of that stuff. So kanang lugar di area di marag traffic sa gyud na,
Yes.
And I think most of the people after the parade moadto sila sa mall, di ba?
Correct.
Yeah,
For
so-
the fireworks.
For the
Kanang fireworks highlights na.
Oh.
Di ba? Kanang
Yeah.
major budget na fireworks.
Yeah. I remember now. It's all coming back to me. So Dan Climaco is here live in the studios of 105.1 TMC sa atong top of the morning. Nagsurya lang niya about his trip to the Scandinavian countries, Finland and Norway, and also his plans for Sinulog 2025. You know what, Dan? 2025 is just started. It's 6 days old, and you're of course a businessman, and Curtains Limited has been around for such a long time, right?
53 years.
For 53.
Yes.
50. Wow, my God. Tell me about your expectations as an entrepreneur about 2025.
Well, that's a good question because I feel like I wanted to retire already.
Oh my God, really?
But somehow, the aggressive businessman in me
Okay.
wants to expand also at
Okay,
the same time.
okay.
So I flew to China.
That's the opposite of retirement, expansion,
True,
right?
true.
So how can you inhabit two opposing forces? Kasi nakadaog. Let's call them two different people. Retirement Dan or expansion Dan. Kasi may nakadaog. Nato mag-China, so that means expansion Dan won over?
Actually, expansion for this year is stronger.
Okay.
But the retiring Dan is just on the starting side.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're in the process of expanding and retiring at the same time.
Yes.
So when you say expansion, what do you mean? More
Like-
branches outside?
No,
of-
no. I just went to China to attend the Canton Fair for textile.
Okay.
So I decided that this year I will try to import
Okay.
fabrics so I can sell and give a more competitive pricing.
Oh.
So yes, an expansion. Another expansion is I partnered with another furniture showroom.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard of it. It's a lifestyle anthology.
Okay.
It's somewhere in Reclamation.
Okay,
So
okay.
They asked me to be part of the showroom to
Okay.
sell ready-to-wear curtains.
Okay. And what does that mean for you? What does that mean for the customers?
It means that makapalit sila og cortina for, like, say, if a condo, they don't have to contact or they don't have to get involved with us.
Okay.
They just buy pieces that they like on
Okay.
ready to hang.
Okay. How about as far as aesthetics go? Diba? 2025. What's the color of 2025 again?
Oh,
Di ba murag brownish red kind of thing? What's the color of the year gito?
mas kibaw siguro ka na ako.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
No,
So, ako kibaw bitaw?
How do you feel about the aesthetic side of 2025? Do you feel there's going to be like a new trend as far as let's just say colors go? Because right now I'm looking at our curtains here that you have installed for us. Mura man ni siya medyo earthy man ni siya, di ba?
Yeah, neutrals.
Neutral colors, right? And I think uso man ni siya for quite a long time. Do you feel that there's going to be like a shift, or do you think padayon lang ta sa atuang gibuhat for the past few years as far as trends go, based on what you saw also in the Canton Fair in China?
But for me, it's still neutrals.
Okay.
But for personal color choices, I like sage.
Sage.
Yes.
Unsa man ang sage?
Kanang very light green.
Okay.
Soft green.
Okay.
So I like that too as an accent.
Okay. 9:45, a quarter more to go before 10. You're listening to Top of the Morning. I'm your host. My name is Jiggy Juice. Right across me is Dan Klim. Ako giteksan ko sa akong inahano. Diesel fuel mo increase ko ugma by 1 peso and 40 centavos per liter. Kaya pagkapinan po gini akong kalendaryo niya. Ano nga, ganahan mo kay kalendaryo akong ina. Na ba kay kalendaryo dan? Na ba kay Curtains Unlimited kalendaryo?
Wala.
Kaya akong inahan ganahan kay kalendaryo. Kanang nang daggo kay mga numero bitaw. Kanang nay mga moons, kanang mga and the daggo kayo mga litra. Unya kaning hibong ko ngano man kinahanglan mga kalendaryo nga naa kay iPad, naa kay iPhone. Pag human kaning ang imuhang radyo magsigig announce sang pitsaha, di ba? Anong ganahan jud kay kalendaryo? Unsa may naa kalendaryo dan?
That's true. That's very true. But sometimes in part of my week, I still look at that calendar.
Really, like a calendar, paper calendar.
Yes, paper calendar, because, like, say, if I sit beside some staff,
Okay.
and we discuss, like, this we have to put this schedule. And
Okay,
that.
okay.
So it's more visible,
Okay.
more, how do you call that? Murag mas masabtan in terms of
Mas makahinumdum ka? Mas concrete? Unsa man?
not really, but in terms of group ba?
Okay.
Kung group ang discussion, mas klaro lang.
Okay. So marag makakita sila sa kalendaryo niya, mura og makita nimo ang mga adlaw sa buwan, di ba?
Yes. Yes.
So but you can also do that with your phone. Our
Right,
phone has
but-
calendars.
Yeah, but alangan naman you put the phone on the wall.
Yeah, but everybody has a phone
Yeah,
as well.
but it's better for me to say, like, pasok no sa
Excuse me. Okay.
pasok di siya da
Okay.
for this kind of project. or
Okay,
something.
okay. Okay.
So mo na siya.
Very interesting.
I still do it. but
Okay.
It's funny.
Okay. Yeah, then one of the things that people do during New Year is mag New Year's resolution sila. Okay, ikaw, unsa man imong New Year's resolution dan? Unsa man imong gi-promise imong kagalingon nga dili nimo buhaton ang gibuhat nimo niadtong una o niya mga butang pod nga wala nimo gibuhat nga buhaton nimo karong tuiga 2025. Unsa imong New Year's resolution, Dan Climaco?
actually-
Atong i-declare para you'll be held accountable to the listeners of 105.1 TMC.
Ako siguro ang kuan is ako gusto is maka-inspire ko people
Okay.
to be more healthy.
Okay.
Mo na siya. Because a lot of people really ask me, Jig, nga, Dan, unsa man gina ko, you know what? What is your purpose? Kung
Okay.
gusto ka mag-healthy.
Okay.
You have to process that nga, unsay imong gusto may tabo.
Okay, okay.
Di ba? Kung gusto ka mo pagamay, gusto ka matog gym ug say buntag.
Okay, okay.
I always tell them na if you want progress, there's also sacrifice.
Okay. Okay.
Because like gusto ko mag-gym og 6 o'clock, but how can you go to the gym kung alauna napakas imong phone? So I always tell them na
Okay.
you have to sacrifice that to feel good to go to the gym.
Okay.
Don't tell me na 6 o'clock mo adto ka niya sa imong nakas imong phone 1 o'clock until 1 o'clock in the morning. You'll never feel good to go to the gym in the morning. You'll find excuses.
Kay kuwang magkagatog, di ba?
Correct.
Kay what's the purpose of going to the gym if kuwang kagatog, di ba?
Kapoy ka, wakay kondisyon. Yeah. Para nako, it's funny though that people always say procrastinate, di ba?
Okay, okay.
I always tell them na kanang sacrifice jud ka. If you want to gain something in life, you have to sacrifice a thing. Like say, if you want to be in your office sa'yo, then di ka pwede mag-inom-inom every other day or every day. Kay di makamang ka sa'yo. Di ba?
Okay.
Kay
Correct,
you're
yeah.
already
Yeah.
kanang exhausted na ka. Di ba? And also like inspiring people to get healthy.
So kanang healthy man good, di ba? That word is also kind of relative man na, di ba? Kanang healthy mura man na og the goalpost is always moving. Imo dan, what do you mean when you say healthy ka? Unsa man imong personal health goal? Because healthy is more than just weight, right? Healthy is more than just muscle. It's a confluence of a lot of things, right? So unsa man imong definition dan? Unsa man ginang healthy nga tao?
So it's
What does that mean?
It's like a balance for me.
Okay.
Like exercise is a component.
Okay.
Like sleeping enough is a component.
Okay.
Reading enough material is also a component.
Nganong reading ni sud man ang reading murag di man kay ko maka tan-aw, di ko kakita rather sa relation between reading and being healthy. Do you mean like a healthy mind, do you mean?
Yeah, true.
Okay.
True. So having a healthy mind or well-informed mind can also lead to being healthy.
Okay, okay,
Right?
okay.
If you read the right books,
Okay.
then you also gain information.
Okay.
Or, you get educated.
Okay, okay.
How to live the life.
Uh-huh.
So muna akong
Definition's healthy.
yes.
Okay, one of the things go ahead.
Of course, kanang magpa-check up ka regularly.
Regularly.
Like if you have you're in this age.
Okay, okay. So what are the checkups that you have done for yourself so far?
Oh, kanang executive checkup.
Okay, okay.
Like I do it every two years.
Every 2 years, executive checkup. Unya, one of the things that I learned is that when you mentioned earlier, Mangod nga, you have to have a like the word that you used was purpose, ba to? Purpose?
Yes, focus. Yeah.
What's your purpose for being healthy, right?
Yes, to
Yeah.
want to be healthy.
Yeah, for example, kaning naakay mga anak, for example, right? Unya ganahan ka makakita pa sa imong mga apo. For example, so kana siya nga purpose is longevity.
Yes.
Nga mabuhi baka dugay-dugay pa, di ba? Pero pwede pa nimo pun-an nga purpose siguro. Maybe not only will you want to see your grandchildren, you'll also want to be running around and chasing them and also carrying them.
Correct.
So ang imuhang health regimen specific kayo.
Correct.
Nga ganahan ka magdagandagan, maggugugod sa imong mga apo, ganahan ka magkugos-kugos sa imong mga apo. So that's a very specific
Purpose.
health objective, di ba?
Target.
Health goal,
Goal,
di ba?
yes.
Di ba? Imong goal, di ba? So ana siguro, di ba? Unsa ganahan, what do you want to be doing
Correct.
when you're 60? What do you want to be doing when you're 70?
Correct.
Right? So specific, ana ka specific siguro imong goal, di ba?
Yes, kay each person lain man.
Oh,
Di ba? If you ask that question, maybe another person will answer differently.
Yeah,
Another
yeah,
person will answer.
yeah,
So, imo nang gamiton
Yeah.
towards towards a healthier life.
Yeah, healthier lifestyle, di ba? And kana sang healthier lifestyle, murag lain-lain sa nakada tao, di ba? Kay posible man nga na kay mga allergies, for example. Posible nga kaning naa kay disabilities. Posible nga imong body is just constituted differently. But ikaw dan, like we were talking about physical health earlier. How about your diet? Like unsa man imuhang i-advise kay for the past 2 months, sugod pag November, December, karong January, napasiguro mga lechon ang ato ang gipangaon murag di kay healthy kay kaning sige mag-celebrate, di ba? From Sinulog to New Year to Christmas, murag three celebrations nga di jud ka maka-help ngayon. Adto nimo sa imuhang party place, let's just say invitar ka og party or what not, kaning naagi lechon, naagi mga unhealthy foods ba. So ikaw, like, how do you design a healthy diet knowing nga you're going to be exposed with all of these kaning quote unquote different foods nga some of them if taken too much dili healthy?
Ako, Jig, pwede rin ko wala.
Okay.
Oh, so like, sometimes I, in fact,
What do you mean may pwede
wala na ko lechon.
Okay.
In fact, this whole, wala, I only ate lechon because one time company outing me.
Okay.
We had lechon.
Okay.
And I don't want to be that also na
Okay.
sobra ka. But, that's the only time.
Okay.
Ikaw ako lechon. But
Okay.
in fact, in my trips in Norway,
Uh-huh.
I asked for vegetarian meals.
Okay. Yeah, tell me about that, by the way. Vegetarian, like, what do you mean? What are you a vegetarian?
Yes.
Okay. Ni partake na ka sa lechon just so that you won't be like to
Lahi
others.
ba?
To others, diba?
Oh, yes.
So tell me about that. Tell me about Dan Climaco's diet.
So like this morning I had muesli
Muesli, okay.
and some yogurt. That's
Okay,
it.
okay.
But I also swam 1 hour and a half.
Okay. So how about your protein? What's your protein source?
Protein I mostly get from tofu.
Tofu, okay. So do you just eat tofu or do you cook it in a way nga medyo mura po og meat nga
No,
animal meat?
I'm not a fan of those things na ilutoon murag meat.
Okay.
I just take it like how it is.
Okay. So are you the kind of person that enjoys a meal?
Yes.
Or are you the type of person who just puts food in your mouth just to nourish yourself and not die?
Ba.
Kaya may ubang taong inana, di ba?
Yes.
Me, for example, I'm not a fan of eating, right? If I could, I would not eat. But see, you have to because number one, you're gonna die, right? And number two, I think it's a very important social event. Magsurianay ta usually is with food, right? So those are the only two things I feel like I eat because I don't want to die yet. And number two, it's a social event. Having a meal is a social event. How about you, Dan? What's your relationship with food?
So maybe to add to your situation is if mo healthy gid o conscious ka sa imong diet like colored food like broccoli, carrots,
Okay.
tomatoes, they're colored na food. This
Okay.
is very important.
Okay.
So it will also nourish your body, your organs,
Okay.
your bones.
Okay.
Ayun. So, add lang ko sa imo ha.
Okay.
But yes, like ako, there's a farmer's market where I live
Okay.
every Saturday. So
Okay.
I buy my broccoli, I buy my cauliflower,
Okay.
eggplant. So I have, you know what, Jiggy? I have a very small fridge.
Okay.
Like anong pang college nga.
Okay. Okay.
I only have that. So
Wha-
because I want my food to be fresh every week.
Okay. So you can easily buy it in your neighborhood.
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday kind of farmers market.
That's it.
So are you choosy between kaning unsa tawag gani organic or non-organic? Are you one of those nga mamili ana or
Well, sometimes I would ask kung organic ba, but
Okay.
In our setting, in Cebu setting, murag lisod sad. no?
Okay, kana may mga organic yun, di ba?
Naa. But for me, as long as like I know it's from Busay, like a farm in Busay, more or less, there's a theory like as long as you get your food within 5-kilometer radius, that's good. Because yes, sometimes you eat an apple, but it came from China.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'd rather have a banana local.
Why is that?
Because if it comes from so far, layo kay siya gikan, it's actually wag ito kibaw sa yun say like China, I won't say how they grow it. But other than that, when they ship it, they coat it with wax. That's why if you put an apple in your table, kitchen table for 2 weeks, di na maunsa.
Really?
Yeah.
They coat your apple
With wax.
with wax? So panitan gina mo if ever.
Pag shipment, but I don't take it na.
Okay.
Just to support also na the idea na we have to support the local.
Support local
produce, yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, like, you don't know where it comes from. I mean, you know where it comes from. It comes from wherever, China.
Not from us.
The West. Paguman, of course, just the fact alone nga naka-travel siya from such a far distance means nga they did something to it.
Yes.
Nga dili madaot, diba?
Yes.
And that could be a bad thing. And even though, let's just say granting it's good for you and wala wala nila gitabutangan og fertilizers and wala nila gi quota og wax like you said, even granting at nga healthy gyapon na ang food gikan sa gawas, but you're not supporting the local farmers, diba? And how important is supporting local farmers then? Why is that important to you?
Bo, para nako manggod og palit lang tag imported, then how could our economy grow? How
Okay.
could we help our
Okay.
the people who are relying on agricultural, di ba? So para nako, it's one way of also being a good citizen.
Okay.
I mean, dili lang ka selfish, you also look further now
Okay.
to help the locals.
Okay. But you really can't murag fault us because kita manggod mga Filipino, we've been colonized by the Spaniards and the Americans and the Japanese and all of that stuff. So nagitay gitawag nato colonial mentality. In fact, like maybe it only applies to your food consumption, but maybe you buy a lot of important things also. Maybe your watch, your shirt maybe is not made local, or your pants or whatnot, right? How do you feel about that? Nga, it should extend more than just supporting local sa food. It should also be supporting local businesses like yours, like Curtains Unlimited, right? Like supporting local entrepreneurs. How do you feel about extending your supporting local products, not just sa mga farm products, but also like entrepreneurs and so on and so forth?
That's very, very good question because in fact, the other day I was like thinking, nakabasa ko nga, murag, a lot of companies who are actually very environmental or support, whatever local, the locals need for better environment.
Okay.
Well, maybe sa the younger market, mas makaboost sa ilang company.
Okay.
In terms of image or reputation. So ako mas guilty ko gamay ana, but I'm looking at it also. I tell my staff not to use much plastic.
Okay.
Or I buy a bag that is reusable.
Okay.
Kanang murag nylon bag.
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes the gana kay plastic, and then I always tell them na when it's flooded in Cebu, reklamo mo sa gobyerno. But no. The real issue is daghan kay tag plastic gamit, di ba? And look at the kanang riverside, kanang gagmay nga creeks. Ang plastic man gyud nakakuan. So kanang parang mingko kasama sa kana. Kita lang ka nireklamo ka, reklamuhan, but look at yourself. Mao na siya.
You mentioned earlier nga you went to Canton, China for the fabrics, right? So ikaw, as an entrepreneur ba, how do you think can you extend your supporting local to the farmers, right? To also supporting local to the materials that you use for Curtains Unlimited. For example, kaning mga materials nga gigamit sa atong kortina karon, I betcha it's not made in the Philippines, right?
No.
So how do you think unsa ka atong buhaton as a society nga makahimot og materials nga cloth og fabric nga also made in Cebu, if not made in the Philippines?
Na may mga fabrics nga magamit yun kanang kwan, but very seldom. Like a project in Siargao, I use natural woven fabrics.
Okay.
I made it into Roman shades.
So nganong wala man kay na nisikat diri sa Cebu? Dali maguba unsa man ni?
Kanang program sa government
Okay.
na walay tabang.
Okay.
Apil na.
No, but the material itself ba nga gitong gigamit nimo nga natural fabric gikan sa Siargao, sa dali na siya maguba kumpara ani?
No, that's a project for Siargao.
Okay.
Kanang sadly ang nagbuhat ani French guy, but is weaving it in Cebu.
Oh, okay.
But all the materials are local.
Okay.
So kung nalang programa ang gobyerno nga makatabang-tabang ba?
But ang ato ang materials nga katong hisgutan nimo nga gi-weave sa diri sa Cebu niya paghuman a French guy, like is it competitive in terms of kaning, let's just say dali maguba, o number 2 ang presyo?
Usa siya is kining mentality na to is di ta kay ganahag native.
Okay.
So di kay ma-appreciate sa tanan.
But in terms of price,
In terms of price, mahal sad siya.
Okay, mas mahal siya sa
Mas mahal kay weave man.
Okay, handcrafted man, di ba?
Handcrafted man.
Mo magin ang atong pinakalisod nga para nako obstacle ba kanang price obstacle bitaw.
Yes.
Mo bata tong na pukan to na undang to ang atong furniture industry diri sa siyudad sa Sugbo, which we were known for because China was able to replicate it at half or less than half the price, di ba? Kay grabe naman kay sila makahimo dito mga butang using machines, di ba? So kanang butang nga murag lisod kay na sulbaron kay mas mahal gyud kay handcrafted man ito. We cannot make we don't have the machines to provide it and kaning scale it up to bigger production, right?
But the funny thing, Jiggy, is kanang in the 1980s, there were fabrics pang made in the Philippines.
Okay.
So naabtan to na ako nga murag napag yung mga factory sa Manila of fabrics. But later on murag I don't know kanang usay bitaw we just don't know the exact reason, but usay ba kung wala government support kanang transfer of technology disod jud. So I think that's what happened.
So yeah, I think mo na siya, like for example, there's an industry mura og kampante ra ta mga ato lang gihandweave, you know what I mean? And then dili ta magunahuna nga what if we can scale it up and have a machine do it. And then ang ubang nasod nagunahuna na unsaon na to paghimo og imbes na puora ka kada adlaw usa gatos kada adlaw, di ba? And it's no longer done by hand by a machine. So time will come nga overtaken kita.
Correct. But I'm that's one thing I noticed na kanang ubang fashion designer mo gamit sila natural fabrics. Appreciate ko ano.
Okay. You mean local fabrics?
Yes.
Okay. In case you're wondering what you're listening to Dan Climaco. I'm your host. My name is Jiggy Juice, the radio personality formerly known as Jiggy Jr. I'm here now on 105.1 TMC, top of the morning. Maayong bungkag, Tuti Tanyu. Shout out ako sa mga kauban diri sa office nga sila si Cyrus ug si Eden. Happy Monday, Kanapatis. Top of the morning to you. Dan Climaco is here live on 105.1 TMC. We're getting ready for the Sinulog festivities. We will give you the schedule of all of the masses in the next coming days. And of course, atong mga ruta nga ato ang giusab og gamay. Of course, we're going to be doing it in its original venue sa Cebu City Sports Center. Unya paghuman kaning ang atong ruta palihog ako ning i-announce pud sa kahanginan. I need all of the maps. Our friends from Revo can perhaps send us the maps. By the way, natay traffic advisory karon. Courtesy of our friends from Revo. Heavy traffic near SM Seaside going to northbound Cebu South Coastal Road due to a disabled vehicle. Bago ra gyud siya. So there's a disabled vehicle near SM Seaside going northbound Cebu Coastal Road. Also moderate to heavy traffic in MC Briones Street going to Petron Tipolo northbound lane due to volume of vehicles. That's the latest traffic report courtesy of our good friends from Revo. Dan, before I let you go, I know you're a very busy person. Do you have any announcements to make? What is happening with Curtains Unlimited, and do you have any new activities, new promos, and do you have touch points on the social media platforms? Go ahead, tell everybody about it.
Oh, before ko musultian na.
Okay, go ahead.
Tana ko how do you spend your weekend also in Sinulog?
Actually, Danny, I'm actually also just like you. You know, I've had my day in the sun. I've had time to celebrate the Sinulog, and I had fun, especially back in high school and college. Magsuroy-suroy ka, and the point good is just to magkiyat-kiyat lang good. You know what I mean? Magpakyut, unya paghuman magkiyat-kiyat, unya paghuman at the end of the day. Kaning mag-inom o gamay ana ni uli mara gid siya pero karon my Sinulog now is best spent just at home watching the Sinulog festivities. Magkaon-kaon kog junk food gamay niya paghuman mag-inom-inom og gamay niya ako ra usa or maggamay ng tao samok. So, I've murag gikapoy na ko anang kaning daghang tao ba. And because of our job also atong trabaho, we're always exposed to a lot of people. We're always exposed to hundreds, if not thousands of people. So, kung mahimo, if malikayan, kung I can help it, dili ko ganahan magpa-expose. Okay, daghan man kayong possibilities mahitabo, right? But I am glad nga people are back in the original route because I know it was so much fun nga sa original route compared to katong sa SRP. Murag nato advantages pero murag na po disadvantages, and I think it's a good decision by Mayor Raymond Alvin Garcia to bring it back to its original venue.
I believe that too.
So Dan, before I let you go, tell everybody about what's going on with Curtains Unlimited and all of that stuff.
Well, one thing that I'm going to do this year, which I haven't really done, is try to do ready-made curtains and
Ready-made curtains.
yes,
Okay.
like ready to hang, like
Okay.
this kind of curtains you can buy
Okay.
off the rack
Okay.
at that store, Lifestyle
Oh.
Lifestyle Anthology.
Oh, okay. Asan siyang lifestyle anthology?
So Reclamation.
Reclamation area, lifestyle
Anthology.
anthology. And then how about your social media touch points or online? Do you have a website, a social media platform, and all of that stuff?
I only have Instagram and
Okay.
Facebook.
Okay. So what is that?
Well, that I need to maximize.
Okay.
And partner with a social media personality or social media tech guy who
Okay.
can help me with that.
Okay.
Because I'm poor at that.
Maybe that's also what makes you healthier than most people, right?
Maybe so.
Yeah. Okay. Dan Climaco of Curtains Unlimited live in the studios of 105.1 TMC. Pit Senor to you, Dan.
Thank you, Pitchinyor Jiggy. Pitchinyor Cebu.
Sugdan na, tanan magsaulog sa sinulog. Tawag ko na mga Cebuana, kuskani partam magtungog. Lagit yun, pakusog, tanan magsaulog. Sayaw na, parisa, paglihok sa sulog. Sinulog. Hey, ang senyor kini. Pit, senyor, kay inyo kini. Sinulog. Hey, ang senyor kini. Pit, senyor, kay inyo kini.
Maunang isagit o puso. Senyor, tanan magsaulo. Senyor, isagit o puso. Senyor, senyor. Do it, do it. Do it, do it. Do it to the side. Do it, do it. Do it, do it. Do it to the side. Pangadji o panapit alang sa sato ninyo ihalad ang kinabuhi malipay pa ang Ginoo nana atong di maabo kung dili mo musyagit wa mo'y labo
Sinulog. Hey, ang senyor kini. Pit, senyor, kay inyo kini. Sinulog. Hey, ang senyor kini. Pit, senyor, kay inyo kini.
maunang isagit o puso Senyor, tanan magsaulo Senyor, isagit o puso Senyor, senyor. Do it, do it. Do it, do it. Do it to the side. Do it, do it. Do it, do it. Do it to the side. Do it to the side.
105.1 TMC Karencita Cookies. Do it in Bisaya. Atong tak na karon 12 minutos ang nilabay sa Las Jet. You're listening to Top of the Morning. I'm your host. My name is Jiggy Juice. Don't forget it's 0999-887-6070. Ang ato ang YouTube channel is up and running. We're live on YouTube at Tops Media Center. Here's a bunch of guys who are making a comeback of sorts. And their vocalist all the way from New Zealand is in town, Dante, and the rest of Damian Paniki. Because we're local, vocal, and ready to go global. This one is one of their biggest hits as a band.
Alam ba ng mga magulang mo ang patutunguhan mo? Ikaw ba'y nababato na sa mga sinasabi nila? Ikaw ba'y nag-iisa sa malupit na mundong ito? Lumapit ka, makinig ka, pag-usapan natin to. Di na ang pingi, di na ang bulag, ngunit sa isip ko ika'y napapraning-praning. Praning. Di na ang pingi, di na ang bulag, ngunit sa isip ko ika'y napapraning-praning. Praning! Lalo lumalala ang iyong karamdaman. Di mo na maawat ang sarili mo sa iligal na pagbibisyo. Ang mga magulang mo ay nagtataka sa mga pagbabago mo. Anyo mo na ngayon, parang naglalakad na bangkay. Isa ka ng praning, anyo mo na ngayon, parang naglalakad na bangkay. Isa ka ng praning, anyo mo na ngayon, parang naglalakad na bangkay. Di na ang bigin, di na ang bulan, ngunit sa isip ko ika'y napapraning-praning. Praning. Isa ka ng praning, anyo mo na ngayon, parang naglalakad na bangkay. Di na ang bigin, di na ang bulan, ngunit sa isip ko ika'y napapraning-praning. Praning. Isa ka ng praning, anyo mo na ngayon, parang naglalakad na bangkay. Lalong lumalala, lalong lumalala, lalong lumalala. Di na ang bigin, di na ang bulan, ngunit sa isip ko ika'y napapraning-praning. Di na ang bigin,
105.1 TMC Damian Paniki. Or Damian Paniki.
Sa pinakasubuanon nga radio station 105.1 TMC, the best of us.
mga marites manjud mo ay South ni Omar B. Please consulti ni Labi.
Sarili kong mundo, walang basagan. Kung dala mo di healthy, walang pasahan. Pwede kang kasahan, pero para saan? Laging tatandaan, buhay pasarapan. Walang sinayang dito, lahat sinulit. Kung ano ang nasa utak ay aking ginuhit. Mga pumapapel, sabay-sabay na pinunit. Tapos pangalan tatatak, ngayon inukit.
Ay pagbuot! Ay pagbuot! Ay pagbuot! Ay pagbuot! Ay pagbuot! Ay pagbuot! Haha! O nandiya, mga suyaon ngayon mo. Di mo ginyoy. Kahit na pagbuot o ginyo. Pagbuot man mo. Pagbuotoy. Hatay.
Ikaw wala ni dagano paatik. Dili ni naadik pero tay nang lawas sa galagitik. Balik ka sa kumbaba kay kapamite. Kay lahi ka na klase, lahi ka kalibre. So baby alina dire. Pino ang priyan na ne. Pagkalma siya ka na gobe. Kay karong gabi yun na palayota sa drama. Ikaw o ako, asa tumuho ng wako kabalo. Iyo ka bala ka sa lain na tao kay wakaila. Sa'yo sunatop iyong mata. Ganay kantaha ikaw kadala. Ganay kantaha ikaw kadala. Lamisang bayhano, lamisang bayhano, lamisang bayhano, lamisang bayhano, lamisang bayhano, lamisang bayhano. Lamisang bayhano, lamisang bayhano, lamisang bayhano, lamisang bayhano, lami. Tanan sakit na kaagi at tunay rason. Kung kusgan sa una, mas kusgan karon. Lahi kang bayhano, dili ka kumon. Upuang sa una kahapon, gamata o bago na storya. Atong storyahan puhon. Si mama ikaw gibulong, babae na naitumong. Sa lumon ni ko na lawas ginawag lalong. Kay karong gabi yun na palayota sa drama. Ikaw o ako, asa tumuho ng wako kabalo. Iyo ka bala ka sa lain na tao kay wakaila. Sayaw sa natop iyong mata. Kanig kantaha ikaw kadala. Kanig kantaha ikaw kadala. Lamisang bayhano, 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 lamisang. Lamisang bayhano, 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 lamisang.
105.1 TMC. Local music has finally found a home. 105.1 TMC. The best of us.
I can see you getting sober. Fight the urge to pull you closer. if I want you. Right, the clock is never over. Taking chances, I've been waiting patiently for something. Kiss me once and now it's tainted, babe. It's tainted, babe. Even in the morning, it's easy. All I see is your body. Singing to the sheets with me, wrapped up in my name or repeat. Knows I'd rather be, cause you should lay with me. In the morning, it's easy. All I see is your body. Singing to the sheets with me, wrapped up in my name or repeat. Knows I'd rather be, cause you should lay with me. Conversation so familiar, back and forth, it's never better. We've been here before, I want you. Whiskey on your lips, so bitter. My excuse is I'm just wasted. Do it all just for the fun of it. Touch me once and now it's tainted, babe. It's tainted, babe. Even in the morning, it's easy. All I see is your body. Singing to the sheets with me, wrapped up in my name or repeat. Knows I'd rather be, cause you should lay with me. In the morning, it's easy. All I see is your body. Singing to the sheets with me, wrapped up in my name or repeat. Knows I'd rather be, cause you should lay with me.
Welcome to the Magic Hour. TikTok star Queer Magic takes you on a trip around the world, featuring music from Asia,
How you like that?
Europe, the US, and more. The Magic Hour, 12 noon till 1 p.m. every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The Magic Hour from 105.1 TMC.
Tuhod, siko, hawa, agad. Kung ang sakit sa lutahan kanunay nga usa ka palasanon, di mailhan ka na sa arthritis o joint deterioration. Kasagaran kung magkaedad na ka, kinahanglan kini og kusog og paglahutay aron makagunit, mahimo ka na ni Artrisin. May under nature type 2 collagen at methyl sulfonyl methane nga makatabang sa pagpanalipod sa hiniusang kahimsog sa atong lutahan. Make the right move. Inuma ang Artrisin adlaw-adlaw. Mapalit ang Artrisin sa mga nagunang butika sa nasod. Importante nga pahinumdom ang Artrisin dili usa ka tambal ug dili angay gamiton sa pagtambal sa bisan usang matang sa sakit.
Wakame, edamame, karaage, kushikatsu, tempura, tompeyaki, gyoza, amiyaki, kazi, boteju! Okasoba, magurodon, yakisoba, okonomiyaki, sukiyaki, gyudon, boteju! Takoyaki, hayashi, sobameshi, butadon, sushi, waramiboshi, hiyashiyame, boteju!
All the best dishes from Japan, all originally from Japan. Boteju.
You made it to 2025. You are alive. What are you going to do about it? 105.1 TMC, the best of us.
Sad sila nang itagma, biktima, kompleto na ang line-up. iba. Sa may balita, mauni og mauna, kunuhay maghinguto ay iyahay di ay pamantay. Yeah. Isagasa nga iskina, makita di mo sila, tapos sa mga kugihan, mamantay sa mga silingan. Buutan sa imong atubangan ay kumpiyansa sa imong pagtalikod, ikaw ang ilang punterya. Hait kaayog pananaw, mauna sila dinhi sa ato yuman CCTV camera. Isagasa nga iskina, makita di mo sila, tapos sa mga kugihan, mamantay sa mga silingan. Mamantay sa mga silingan. Nagtapok masad sila. Nagtapok masad sila. Nagtapok masad sila. Nagtapok masad. Nagtapok masad. Nagtapok masad sila. Nagtapok masad sila. Nagtapok masad sila. Nagtapok masad. Nagtapok masad. Isagasa nga iskina, makita di mo sila, tapok sa mga kugihan, mamantay sa mga silingan. Mamantay sa mga silingan. Isagasa nga iskina, makita di mo sila. 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 Yeah. Yo, yo. Di na kinahanglan maminaw og radyo, tambalan diha sa inyong kanto. Daghan ng latest inyong mahibawan, gikan sa reporter nyo nga silingan. Ang storya na po nadunggan, si Joanna ko nun nakuhaan. 5 kabuan ang tiyan, may sulti silingan. Ako nahibong og nakapangutana, nga no mabintis man nga bayot manas Joanna. Oy naon sa ba, mauna ni karon, mauna ni risunas mga taong himantayon. Maghimo-himo og istorya kuyog sa mga amiga, daplin sa karsada manglibak ilang tirada. Tapok pa sila sa kilid-kilid, nagbantay og nagpangiit sa ilang biktimahon. Bahalag mapasmos kaon, storyang madunggan, mapunan, makwaan, mangatang sa dalan, way giilang silingan, tarungag paminaw, ayaw kakurat, basin ikaw na di ang gilibak. Gilibak ka, gilibak na, manglibak ta, gilibak ta, gilibak ka, gilibak na, manglibak ta. Chismosa.
has found a home. 105.1 TMC, the best of us. Point one welcomes the new year and the new you with open arms and the promise for more new local music on 105.1 TMC.
Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami. Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami. Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami niya. Ayaw sig pinamay kay wala pa man kay agi. Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami. Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami. Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami niya. Ayaw sig pinamay kay wala pa man kay agi. Kay lahi na ning level di na ka makaapas. Nindot among agi wala gini nitipas. You can call me Oli but I prefer the Gabi. I'm from Bulacau down in Sampaguita Street 2-8. Lugars mga walibog pirmi laming gahubog. Yo pirmi ming gahubog. Cause we all are sinners and you're acting very hypocrite. Murag unsa ka dato gamit raba kay imit karbong dali matando. Gauna ang hambog luhod sa godiha o kauna akong make the M-O-N-E-Y. Ang kinabuhi diri do or die. Make the M-O-N-E-Y. Ang kinabuhi diri do or die.
Arena po diri, gitripan na po ang beat. Himuag lunch, well smoke niya gaspit. Yang isa katiil kay pinahinambid. Simple lang ang estilo pero sakto nas baid. Kay kani nga flow, gisakto rag target. Sa full gyud ni sa mga nanghagit. Perti para bang habulan niya ga feeling haid. Kana inyong utok, tarong nga nagamit. Kalmado ra diri di kumtahas inyong kagahi. Ako ra magnisila bina ako kay mawangi. Palutaw ang tirada niya hangad dayon sa langit. Palutaw ang tirada gifil ang bugnaw nga hangin. That's how I live life. Ganahan ra kog chillin. Beat smoke in rhymes parte na sa way of living. Kamoy gaon na pero wa man ko nagpabilin. Kay dili ko magpabitin bisan freestyle pa o written. Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami. Samot na ugutumon ug magutoy na ang kami. Grabe ka cool pero sa jeep ni way pamliti. Grabe ka guulo pa kay money wa kay honey. Gusto ka mo dato ibaligya na imong kidney. Kana sure bull di na ka mangayo ni mami. Gusto ka mo dato ibaligya na imong kidney. Kana sure bull di na magsakit imuhang tami.
Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami. Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami. Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami niya. Ayaw sig pinamay kay wala pa man kay agi. Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami. Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami. Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami niya. Ayaw sig pinamay kay wala pa man kay agi.
Wake up in the morning na yung text akong migo where you at. Tara up, gusto ka nga mo sabay. Way problema sa akong mga migo. Kami diri way kurat, sige lang ugap. Kung usa kas mga tunay, hala sige hands up. Bawal diri pabida, puro mi kontrabida. Di man ni salida, puro real shit akong homies. Dili mga fake cause always mow my grass like a garden. Na them serpents lurking and I put an end in your money's on my mind. So I gotta grind with the hustle at the top is a sign. No, we gotta know I don't fix my mama's cash too. I'm used to hustle on my own just to let you know. Not the pressure if I shake my hand, no problem. I always get your back like a brother chill cause I'm good. Tunay ka, we are good. Tunay ka, we are good.
Sa street mi mag-chill pre. Dili ka pwede ug ikaw mag-inarte. Steady, nga low-key. Kauban akong mga homie. Always gabiyahe but I'm sorry. Dili pwede mo join mga peke. Ang trip kay pa heaven. Feeling amazing. Ga drinking while blazing. Ang always nga drillin. Huwat nga mo kick in. Ang gadyang gitake in. Dayon, mag-trippin og spitin sa beat. Nga gilisten para malesen. Ang burden sa life dapat imo nang drink ka nog empty nga light. Matipsy kas light then mablurry ang sight. But dapat nga mo fight. Kay mag morning the night. Dili ko bright but Bisaya ug English gi-right. Konyo gamay but di pinamay. Tambay sa karsada ang tirada pero ayaw ug kumpiyansa. Kay kani nga kanta makabugto ni sa imong panty ug bra. Pero kato kay joke ra. Kay kami ga smoke pa nya ikaw na choke na. And I just wanna live free and have fun tonight. And with the PESO sign, ang kinabuhi dire pirmi fine. With the PESO sign, ang kinabuhi dire pirmi fine.
Yeah. Go Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami. Grind everyday para full imuhang tami. Ay palabi sa gibati ug ma-broke dili funny. Kung ang kwarta kay babay, this bitch is my honey. Paniuton na ko kay dapat papaning kamutan. Wanay arti ang diskarte ug way karni ka ug utan. Di mapugngang katalagman ug hubas na ang papel. Ay padas ka inits ulo ay pangita ug bikil. Maong chill, rolyo ang papel. We all got bills to pay so get the paper bill. Earning with the rhymes sa speak beat akong gikil. Di maayog tambal bisaya akong kail. Money come and go ang muban wa kabalo. Ngano bro gapaabot kag Pasko. Fuck no get dough bisag kinsang pamaagi. Padayon lang sa hustle ug kanima oy timani.
Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami. Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami. Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami niya. Ayaw si pinamay kay wala pa man kay agi. Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami. Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami. Don't waste your money kay mangayo pa kang mami niya. Ayaw si pinamay kay wala pa man kay agi.
.105.1 TMC, the most Cebu music.
Basta sa Cebu, daghag nga bugdo. So wet uwan dugdug, they make damn sure I'm subdued. Do, 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 do. Basta sa Cebu, boo, 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 boo. Igwad na murag matangtang. Twerk too hard, utok pang-pang. Twerk lupa tagak pang-pang. Sayaw na murag way undang. Awalay undang, 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 awalay undang. Dang, 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 dang.
Hey, dug-dug grabe mo tremble. Dug-dug, hapit como stemble. Hapit, make no mistake, dili na mo fumble. Yeah, remind me please. Mo shake ang bunda, nabanat siya, naabanat siya fees.
Basta minado kay free, basta minado kay free. You ain't got word about me. Tough online, maduko, maabot na mi. Uwahi, una lang mi, unay lang mi. Basta taga-diri, tik nga pitit. Das that Pinay physique, te morena skin, di palupig. Basta sa Cebu, daghag nga bugdo. So wet uwan dugdug, they make damn sure I'm subdued. Do, 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 do. Basta sa Cebu, boo, 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 boo.
You made it to 2025. You are alive. What are you going to do about it? 105.1 TMC, the best of us.
Your Cebu mornings just got more real. Real local talk.
You're listening to Top of the Morning. I'm your host. My name is Jiggy Juice. Right across me is Justine Narvios.
Real local music.
March 16, 1521.
Real close to home. Top of the Morning with Jiggy and Justine. Monday to Friday, 8 in the morning to 12 noon. Top of the Morning, only on 105.1 TMC. The best of us.
Basta sa Cebu.
Figaro, Figaro, Figaro. Mubirit na unta pero murag na ay gakagalkal. Inga na ang ubo nga adunay plemang lisod ipagawas. Pag Flemex Forte Syrup. Gihimo sa natural na lagundi. Ginatunaw ang plema. Ginapugngan ang ubo. Mabati ang kahapsay sa ginhawa. Sing your heart out. Basta lagundi, Flemex. Mapalit ang Flemex Forte Syrup 60 ml o 120 ml sa mga nagunang butika nationwide. Vitex Negundu L is the generic name of Flemex Forte. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Yo, what's poppin'?
This is Karen Sita, aka Caridad. Salamat jud kayo for supporting local. You are now listening to 105.1 TMC, the best.
To 2025, you are alive. What are you going to do about it? 105.1 TMC, the best of us.
Walay katapusan ang pagpasan sa kasakit. Samtang buhi pa ning atong kalibutan, padayon lang gayon. Buka ang pas-anon, layo ang baktason, daghang tentasyon, ayaw padanini-ini, kay masaaga. Anak, kanimo ang gaon. Anak, kanimo ang kaugmaon. Kayo lang tutuki ang imong tugon. Sa kinabuhi, susama sa sukilanon, dunay kalipay, duna sa pagmahay, ingon anang manggayon. Anak, kanimo ang gaon. Anak, kanimo ang kaugmaon. Kayo lang tutuki ang imong tugon. Anak, kanimo ang gaon. Anak, kanimo ang kaugmaon. Kayo lang tutuki ang imong tugon.
One 105.1 Sunog. Troy Digamo, 40 the band, together with Mel Libre. The song is called Kayod Lang. And speaking of Troy Digamo, who's now based in Australia, here he is now together with his homeboys here in Cebu. 40. What I Say on 105.1 TMC, the best of us. Come on!
Time ago, since you've gone from my side, doesn't matter how I tried. Just my mind feels so tired. Everywhere I go, keep on thinking about her. She's the kind of girl, and I wish that she would stay. Everything will be
105.1 TMC Garvey ay palayo. Go to our YouTube channel at Tops Media Center. We're actually live right now at Tops Media Center on YouTube, or you can text me at 0999-887-6070. Natay traffic report, moderate to heavy traffic from Toyota Cebu City going to Caltex MJ Cuenco Avenue, Cebu City due to a vehicular accident. Bago rin siyang aksidente, 5 minutos mangyagi. So moderate to heavy traffic from Toyota Cebu City going to Caltex MJ Cuenco Avenue, Cebu City. Atong takna karon 12 minutos nang nilabay sa alas 11. You're listening to Top of the Morning. You're listening to 105.1 TMC, The Best of Us.
This is Karen Sita, aka Karidad. Salamat jud kayo for supporting local. You are now listening to 105.1 TMC, The Best of Us.
Sa akong kwarto, ako hukas sa mga plato, ikay itrapo. Pakyo sa tanan ng mga samit, nagkagalagmala sa relasyon ako. Nothing is perfect when it's worth it. Wanna hit it right, I'ma hit your surface and surf it. I'ma fight for this, you're worth it. Dead man, nilata na nas worth it. Kung waka sa akin, kinabuhi, life is so blurry. Baby, don't worry, I'm reserving my love. Love's true. Won't follow if I ain't got you. Love you and only you. Sa tanong ikaw, nakailan ako, baby. Ano sige makapaulit-ulit pa eh. Hindi ka biyaan, lagi bahala ka sa akin ba eh. Ikaw na ako makita pang habang buhay. Darling na ba?
Champagne, we winning, we chasing dreams and we living up on the highest is ceiling.
Love's true. Won't go follow if I ain't got you. Love you and only you. Sa tanong ikaw, nakailan ako, baby. Darling na ba? Ikaw pala ka, ako bahala. Alin na ba? Darling na ba? Iningawa, tiri sa kama. Alin na ba?
Dagang mga tao nga pakasabot na atay dugang mo ginawa usahay magbuot. Magbuot kung masakitan kaya mo pa. Kung mabuwag yan kaya. Move on, move on, move on. 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 Ganda ko pagka siya kayo mabalik. Di na mabaliw sa una ba nga mabalik. Wala'y chance fight, ako na lang din yung tagay. Di mong tagay, kaibaw na tatanan. Basta ko mag-iatay. Basta ko mag-iatay. Basta ko mag-iatay. Basta ko mag-iatay. Atay, nag-suicide. Habit ko mag-ikot tungod sa babae. Habit na akong hindi na kung kaya-kaya di ay. Hindi solusyon na pagpakamatay. Move on, move on, move on. 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 Ako gani bila na katuig sige pinaabot niya kahit ba kung okay na siya ron. Magkita na tumigo siya kikas tunon. Na siya na mo dapat nakakahanap po. Sakit pero kailangan na ako.
Kasi, who's the artist na yung suspect song yung mga writer?
Suporta na lang, unta magmalipayon ka sa imong nabilian. Ako okay ra, basta di ka pasakitan. Bitaw okay ra, wala ra ko nasakitan. Yeah. Move on, move on, move on. 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 Move on, move on, move on.
105.1 TMC, the most Cebu music ang pinaka-Cebuanon nga radio station. That one is Range and Move On. Maing bungkag ni Yamaha Rider. Nag-request siya og Suspect Cebu song and Cuatro Cantos. Kinsa may artist aning kanta pa, hibaw ako nako. Kung naamoy mga kanta diha ba nga ganahan ninyo ipatukar or naa kay banda diha or solo artist ka ba, whatever, just email it to me, okay, at jiggy@topsmediacenter.com. We will be more than willing to give your song a chance to get played on 105.1 TMC. Okay? Kanya itong mga kaigsunan nga naminaw karon mas taga-asa mo. Just email it to me at jiggy@topsmediacenter.com. So Yamaha Rider is listening to us through regular 105.1 FM radio and through live streaming. Daghang salamat Yamaha Rider. Kinsa may artist aning Suspect Cebu song and Cuatro Cantos or artist maning Cuatro Cantos o niyang kanta kay Suspect Cebu song. Let me know. Unya, according to our friends in New Zealand, according to Pukot, ulion ko niya kung ang 40 the band mutukar diri sa syudad sa Sugbo. The truth is nga usually mutukar na sila diri sa Cebu. Si Troy Ramgoy nasa gawas, nasa Australia. Usually ang band ang 40 the band, magtapok-tapok na sila during Sinulog kay muuli si Troy to perform in Cebu. But I'm not sure if he's doing the same thing karong tuiga. We'll find out. I'll ask Troy personally for you, kaning Arnel, kung makatukar ba sila o mutukar ba sila diri sa Cebu during Sinulog. Atong takna karon 20 minutos nang nilabay sa alas 11. You're listening to Top of the Morning. I am Jiggy Juice. Mayong bungkag. Mayong buntag sa kanatong tanan. Top of the Morning to everyone. Namina mo.
You're listening to Top of the Morning. I'm your host. My name is Jiggy Juice. Right across me is Justine Darius. Real local music. Real close to home. Top of the Morning with Jiggy and Justine. 9 to 5, 8 in the morning. Top of the Morning. Only on 105.1 TMC, the best of us. Are you in need of custom-made print for your products? Or thinking how to grow your business? Make your brand outstand in the market. Twin P Print Ads, your partner in print advertising, can think out of the box that suits your budget. From your personalized brand to retail or any commercial needs. Twin V Print X can deliver. Experience the latest technology in printing and the first in the Visayas. Talk to your print engineers today. Go to www.twinvprints.com to know more about us. Twin V Print X, the print engineer.
Bring health to your home. Lacto Coffee Health Alert. Ayaw makapi o sipo ng bubo ang iyong pamilya. Dahil kaayong makuha ang sipo ng bubo, ulan man ang init mo magpropektahi ang iyong pamilya, ilang natin mong mga anak ni ining mga sakita. Kung na ang ilang immune system, pinaagi sa pag-inom ng Lacto Coffee Health Drink. Nagpuno sa good bacteria na magkapalikod sa immune system sa lawas. Free your family from diseases. Pain na sila ang Lacto Coffee Health Drink and bring health into your home. Health into your
Made it to 2025. You are alive. What are you going to do about it? 105.1 TMC, the best of us.
On your love, I would do anything for you. Steal about anything for you. And I could for drunk on your love. I crash anywhere with you. Do all the things you said we do. And drown on your love. High on your love. I could take anything for you. I lose and find anything for you. Ooh, I'm drunk on your love. Drunk on your love. Drunk on your love. And I'm sure that things were any different now. But then I would be drunk on your love. And the dial will regret numbers I tried to forget just because. Drunk on your love.
She takes me now across my area. Y'all who can look up area. Don't even wanna be near ya. Look at my love of bacteria. Gabi ka homa. Gucci iya pa homa. Amis ka ayog ka mo. Niwa nga medyo pati. Punto ka ayog lupo. Grabe kay siya kagaw. Gusto yung magpahilang po. Nangilit noon ko sa mod. Hey, ang panot.
105.1 TMC. I wonder what slap room
So
is.
something slap room Yamaha rider. Is it like a venue? Is it a website? Is it a community? What is that? Let me know. And si pukot na request of circles from Raw Belief. I'll see what I can do with that request. Pero na-intriga ko ning suspect. Wam ko kakita sa kantang imong request kaning ano tawag gani? Cuatro Cantos. If you don't mind, I'll just play this next song. Okay, Drunk on Your Love man itong gituka from Kate Toralba. Sa binisaya pa ning Drunk on Your Love, Hubog.
105.1 welcomes the new year and the new you with open arms and
Kaya ko ang tilaap ng itan siya. Dagan na car, sige pangulit ka dugan na kuno sila.
One 105.1 TMC. Not too shabby.
That one is Suspect and Hubog Part 2. So na siguro yung Hubog Part 1. So that's going to be very interesting too. Daghang salamat Yamaha Rider for the recommendation. Ato ang takna karon, it is now 30 minutos ng nilabay sa alas 11. Don't forget 0999-887-6070. Nangita tag Duweza and Ilimino na wagtang maning kantahan na unsa man ni. Anyway, our Facebook page is Tops Media Centered. That's Tops Media Center. And si Rimuel Villarreal, good morning. Pwede mo request og new drop song ni Just Raw, Sun Goes By, featuring A-Side, Boondocks, and Wayan. Daghang salamat sa imong request, Rimuel. Bago ni siya nga kanta, Just Raw. We'll see what I can do with your request. Okay, also, Tutski, Maing Butag Jigs, pwede mo request og Wicked by Stellar Skin. Minaw mi diri sa Pagsabungan, Mandaue. Daghang salamat sa inyong pagpaminaw diya. Pagsabungan, Mandaue. Thank you so much. for listening. And Slap Room, according to Yamaha Rider, is a YouTube site. I'll check it out.
Finally, music has found a home. 105.1 TMC, the best of us.
Labay-labay sa latangang gamay, ang mga kahilayan nga milumay, katulungutin dahil yun na sa kong katawa, tanaw-taw may kalibay-ba. Sayos na puntang sipin na paglagaw, kaya adlaw sa imong panit di masakit. Ang kadalanan sa atong dakbayan, tupod, paslugod, pasin kang maugmaan. Ayaw bayang pagmahay, ayaw bayang nangawa ka kaangay, kay ang magkita mo mino, kaugalingon mo. Dalang-tulong kamay lang kundi hapon, ang kasining sunog, palay na ron sa buyog. May mga batang nang hinusog puntos, ang pinimog pansit, ang pati ay papilit. Di gusto o parang Jones Avenue, you gotta say it cool, mura mong Amerikano, but you're American Express. Ikaw ang sa pulis, maagil lang lakbay-lakbay, bakit labay-labay sa latang ng kamay, ang mga kahilayan nga ilumay, ng dudumutin dahil yun na sa nung katawa, tanawang taong may kalibay pa. Ay tulog nga sa puwede ka matuman, kayo sa ay sa laro siya magsakit ang tiyan. Si Idol Lorna o di ba si Fe ay pada sa tigaw, maaan ka nga bugaw. Di gusto mo ba ng Jones Avenue, you gotta say it cool, mura mo Amerikano, girls will need the money soon. Kay finals na puhon, maagil lang lakbay-lakbay, bakit labay-labay sa latang ng kamay, ang mga kahilayan nga milumay, ng dududugin dahil yun na sa mong katawa, tanawan lang may kalibay na.
105.1 TMC, Maing Bungkag ni Rimuel Irias. I'm still looking for your song. Hang in there, okay? Also, Yamaha Rider says, my last request, can you insert in your playlist an artist, Mandawi Night Strobe Lights? I think I love that song. In fact, I love playing that song. That's a collab with Cookies, right? And umutana si Yamaha Rider if you can visit our station with the small dog Yuki. I think mura manig pet friendly man ang Tops, right? But I'm not sure if you can come up here. I'll have to ask that question, okay? But what kind of dog is Yuki? I'm curious. Let me know, okay? Ang akong mga
listeners karon na sa YouTube Tops Media Center Tutski. Naminaw mo si Tutski mo request lagi siya Wicked by Stellar Skin. Minaw sila dito sa pagsabungan Mandawi and si Pukot naminaw sa New Zealand. Daghang salamat New Zealand. Pagkalayo ka paganindutas ng lugar. Sus, my goodness. Muna akong mga dream countries to live in. Wish I was there right now. Yes, I know. This is 105.1 TMC, ang pinakasugboanon ng radio station sa Tibok Kalibutan. Fresh out of Cebu, Suspect.
First out Cebu and I'm rocking the Pumas. Kuntas nga atak sa kong lula. Natuloy ko na I'm fucking with Judas. Holy water and get Buddha. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. I'ma send my own focus to hell. In the name of the Son of a gun, but you better run for I hit you with the microwave. First fight siya, pataka o kika. Bitch, mahal pa ni Sai mong makeup. Lain na karunong sa una, dili na madula. So you better not get it mixed up. You better get it, she what you better say, bitch. I didn't just come here to play. Wait, I'm sa kasuya, sige regaluya. So I told her to have a good day, bitch. All of this shit is nice. Mas mapaghanap di kailangan ng glycic. Can somebody give me a thermometer? Kaya akong flow really getting me sick. If somebody really wanna try, the boys in there, they all need more lipstick. Even if they put us in the same thing, I don't really fuck with you if you ain't shit. Cause a motherfucker going dumb. Hallelujah, the guy who bumba. Kung pila man ako, kaya tuwa-dumagan, you already know that rowanzo. Malana, siguro may fever. Init ka, ayaw pang wago ng heater. I'ma eat the beat up for my dinner. If I'ma die, I'ma ask for a reaver. If somebody try to put me down, ipahilalagin sila mga bitter. Pangitay, buling akong t-shirt. Tarungan ninyo og research. Bitch, first out Cebu and I'm rocking the Pumas. Kuntas nga atak sa kong lula. Natuloy ko niya, I'm fucking with Judas. Holy water and get Buddha. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. I'ma send my own focus to hell. In the name of the Son of a gun, but you better run for I hit you with the microwave. First fight siya, pataka o kika. Bitch, mahal pa ni Sai mong makeup. Lain na karunong sa una, dili na madula. So you better not get it mixed up. You better get that shit right, what you gotta say, bitch. I didn't just come here to play. Wait, I'm sa kasuya, sige regaluya. So I told her to have a good day, bitch. First out Cebu and I'm rocking the Pumas. Kuntas nga atak sa kong lula. Natuloy ko niya, I'm fucking with Judas. Holy water and get Buddha. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. I'ma send my own focus to hell. In the name of the Son of a gun, but you better run for I hit you with the microwave.
Jump up and get down. Shake, 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 First love and my first kiss from up above, and I don't care if you don't give love back. It's in my heart, it's where you at. I love your eyes, you know, taking care. Wanna give me like a song to your face. I'm going for you in the street, so take it. Baby girl, you're the one I can't resist. You know I love you from the very start. I love you if you break my heart. I love you for you. I love you.
Baby girl, be my first lady. Be the mom of my first baby. You didn't love me when you first saw me. I'll be gentle, I'll do it slowly. Girl, I think it's better if you was with me. I got dough, cause I just want the spelling D for you. I got all the T-I-M-E. Ask mommy's the pass, but I'm not so sure. Just doing my own thing. Shit's more expensive than your fancy gold ring. I don't mean this because the guy's too good there. Radio station 105.1 TMC, the most simple music.
She might got me behind, better than deep blue sky. Said she wanna meet me in the alley, on the top of bitch as the sun goes by. As the sun goes by, da 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 da. Let me see you smile, da 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 da. Can you feel that vibe, da 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 da? You know it's summertime, da 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 da. Trees got me feeling so free, I must be all. And I feel so loud lately. Said she wanna cuddle on a daily. Doctor, crazy. And I shyly, but they go back. I know I'm feeling so alive, I can't complain now. Pico mas palamiga pa ito hindi pa. Sa mama ko na kung galata ko pa ang nilako. Naanay lasong anong ihanahadaan. Padayin ko kariya, bigit na muhi kong magsalida. Binaw ko pananim mo kulimpiwan ni mancha. Huwag kayo wag idolo. Ilagan ka na kung ibigol baliw na lang kung sa lalo. Grabe ka pangit sa mga pangita po. Wala kitipit, susugan na kamao. Dagan ni Pilip kung mga natatuo. Abig na pilin, tuwara ni Ice to you. She want me to come over, said she need a lover. Wanna stay awake till the sunset, making love under the covers. Even though the time's left, we remain unbothered. I just wanna show some love and now I'm feeling so alive. Facing 2 days, with you by my side. Back on track like Jordan way back in 95. Now I'm on this rap shit like I'm working at the vibe. She might got me red high, bag on the deep blue sky. Said she wanna meet me in the alley, showing some bitch as the sun goes by. As the sun goes by, da 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 da. Let me see you smile, da 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 da. Can you know it's summertime, la 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 la. Dreams got me feeling so free, I must be all alone. And I'm feeling so low.
Di ba babaga habang araw bababada? Why away at Bawida? To make love to my angry Filipina. Galing pa ba ang bebe? Siyempre ina. Sundown vibes up on all of these islands. Regardless of umaga when I open these eyelids. Get the bag and keep it balanced. We can keep dancing even if we've been damaged. Huwag na umiyak. Itong mga teardrops sama na sa swag. Pwede nga sumuko at pwede rin nawag. Huwag ka na mangupal, mag-sorry ka kay God. God, sorry. I love you all so much.
Said she wanna meet me in the island. She wanna tell me just the sun goes by. The sun goes by, da 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 da. See you smile, da 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 da. Can you feel that vibe, da 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 da? You know it's summertime, da 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 da. Dreams got me feeling so free, I must be all alone.
105.1 TMC, ang pinakasugbanon ng radio station sa Tibok Kalibutan. Sun Goes By, Just Raw, requested by Rimwell Villarias. Daghang salamat sa imong pagpaminaw, Rimwell. Also, maayong bungkag sa atong mga kaigsunan sa Tipolo, Mandaue. To the Obida family, and joy of high precision, Mandaue and the rest of the medical staff. Daghang salamat sa inyong pagpaminaw sa 105.1 TMC.
Shorty went crazy how we vibe, so I told her about it, damn girl, shout me down, we can keep on straight up, get it on my shoe, and they got me hyped up with the moves, cause it went down and I said it's a jam, all you hating fans quit playing, hey, call, what up?
Oh, you know.
Pero di pa halata. Gusto na ikay ba dilaw ang taga. Strobe lights pagkapunta sa mata. One punch pero tugang ang tana. Ubog side pero di pa halata. Gusto na ikay ba dilaw ang taga. Relax. Pilingin mo na kay kabga. Kasi kira dyan na imo ang mata. Magsikira dyan ka o papapil. Sika pila-pil. No, analapod. Kaya ilang mga stilo very old kaabot. Ang ilang mga uto na abas. So, nanamis ato dahil ay nagpukul kay. Sa akong puto, dito na nalagi akong puto. Ganong rumungan pa niya itong kuya. Ahila, ipakat, magpagabi. Stroke lights, magabutas sa mata. One punch pero tugang ang tana. Ubog side pero di pa halata. Gusto light kay madilaw ang taga. Strobe lights magabutas sa mata. One punch pero tugang ang tana. Ubog side pero di pa halata. Gusto light kay madilaw ang taga.
Hi, this is Pidik of the Rubber Leaf, and you're listening to the Pinakasubuan radio station, 105.1 TMC, the most Cebu music.
You keep me going around in circles all the time, falling apart like leaves in summertime. You don't seem to mind. I'm bleeding and not believing you say it's a lie. The things you do to me just make me want to cry. When I say I love you, you just turn and smile, going around in circles. But how can I go rest? All my thoughts just seem to touch you. How can I walk away? Without you, I would last a day. Why can't someone like you live here, standing so good? Why can't someone like you live here, standing so good? Have pity on me, my dog. I'm carrying my big ball. Have pity on me, my dog.
On 105.1 TMC, we have Cebu music from the old, like Raw believes, Circles,
To the new Dynamita for my country. On
105.1 TMC, the best of us.
Shout out to them. Get your great rate. Hey, Jeffrey Gore. Misunderstood, just another chick visiting your hood. Typical girl living in a cruel world, living life purple blue stripes, switch me never turn the life. Used to be scheming and scheming if the dream did achieve it without all of my listening. God give me protection, cause I was just so curious, how I was so oblivious. Currently there is no recipe for a life full of fantasy. And can't reciprocate the love we could generate, inspired for the streets and the mystery. Now I'm rhyming all of my symphonies. There is no enemy, just conjugate morality. See the importance of humanity, despite the anxiety that's killing me. There is no need for the vanity, the profanity. The little girl inside of me is crying, hiding angry at the government. We don't need a president, we just need good judgment. No predicament. Remove all the ignorance, no hatreds, no nuisance, no opulence. Believe in the science, no defiance. Cause my eyes is getting bloody from all the substances. Hello, my brother, let's love one another. Keep it all together. There's so much to discover. The shortcomings are shortcuts. I'm following the guts. No stress, only beginners. I know it's difficult, it's too much. Just hanging, no begging. Just loving the family is blending. It's outstanding, no crash landing. The Philippines is dying. The politicians lying. What's in this too? You're so real. While the power, money hungry, again corrupted. While us living in rust, eating on dust, depending on lust. Difficulties we just worship nuts. We don't need a kind of love, it's just so unjust. They want us to own a gun while they got tanks and armors. 2 seconds and then we're done. And when we're gone, can see the sun, can see the sun. Social civic activists, feminists, rhyming on this beat. Gotta tell you this: the protest is useless. You find this so ruthless, so shameless. Now let me go tell you what the truth is. Taxation is theft and hate on the left. What's funny is the money don't go to the hungry. They're using what roads to close and crack for you to dose until you overdose. Now you abuse. And if you smoke, dope, they tell you for this. So don't blow the coke to your nose. The war on drugs is just a front, I suppose. Only to dispose of this woo, a ghost. I don't need exhausted jokes, I just feel bad for my folks. Living in a total hoax, resulting in photos. Now focus, be a lotus, meditate now, let the hate bow, medicate out. Just find your means, go eat your beans, display the seeds. Don't be deceived, go chase your dreams, go question your morality, all of your ability. You're more than just some energy, the universe epitome. I pray that my country will achieve some peace and tranquility. No greedy, no hungry, no victims of society. So please, pray for my country. Pray for my country. Hey, call it the Almighty. Defend the right of me. Hey, call it the Almighty. Pray for my country. Hey. Dynamita 032. That's what's up, boo. Hey. Slam, boo. Check.
105.1 TMC. That is one explosive artist, Dynamita.
For my country. It is now 12:01. That's it for
Top of the morning with the Jiggy Juice. Daghang salamat sa inyong pagpaminaw. Let's do it again next time tomorrow, 8 at 12 noon. Top of the morning on 105.1 TMC.
Coming thing for the youth and herbalists. Special request all them yals and yallies. Speed in the control alongside with our soul. If you're a true brown herbalist, raise your glasses and chalice. May the kids smoke cannabis. Hunting kachi and a galis. Come follow me. If you're a true brown herbalist, raise your glasses and chalice. May the kids smoke cannabis. Hunting kachi and a galis. Now this is Ragamuffin in a champion sound. Queen City at the south, near it, me hometown. Turn up the bass, fire agabon. The herbal medication is the healing of the nation. So roll your joints and lay down the street. Dance to the music and make love to the beat. The Babylon, them going down. Yes, we listen to some roots and culture sound. And I got what you need, big back way. So come on and get some. Them going down. Yes, we dance to the rhythm and make love to the sound. We going down. Dance to the rhythm and make love to the sound. If you're a true brown herbalist, raise your glasses and chalice. May the kids smoke cannabis. Honey, kachi and a galis. Come follow me. If you're a true brown herbalist, raise your glasses and chalice. May the kids smoke cannabis.